I want to briefly share a revelation that came to me this morning regarding Roe versus Wade. It still blows my mind that so many women are adamant about aborting their unborn children. It makes no sense to me at all. But then, as I look at all of the women or females that's on social media that's exposing their half naked body, they just put their butt up in front of the camera. They have to shake their behind just about every video on TikTok, on Instagram, even on Facebook. Females have to show off their bodies. Women are more sexual than ever. There's a point in time when women used to say, that's all men see in them is sex, respect me for my mind and the way I think. And after all of the Me Too movement and the feminist movement and women railing against men that's idolizing their bodies, men have backed up. And now it seems like women have gone crazy, displaying their half-naked body on the internet. But then this morning, a thought came to my mind as the reason why females are so adamant and gun-ho about murdering their unborn children. The thought came to me, the reason why is because females want to hide their sins. Now, when I say females want to hide their sins, I'm not just talking about having illicit sex with just about anyone with no repercussions or consequences. It's not because they don't want to take care of a baby or because of the fact that the man is not guaranteed to be there because they choose to lay down with the wrong man. I think a lot of it comes from the fact that because social media has become like Backpage.com, that many females are now advertising themselves for prostitution. I try to put it as nice as I possibly can, but you really can't. To be straightforward and honest is prostitution. Social media has become the modern day Backpage.com. When females would go on Backpage.com and sell their bodies, they don't need pimps anymore because women have become their own pimps. So just in case that female gets pregnant in the act of selling her body, now she's got a legal scapegoat. And it's not just women that prostitute their bodies online, but it's also, you have a lot of churches, a lot of preachers that's supporting Roe versus Wade or abortions solely because of the fact that they also want to hide their sins. They want to be able to sleep with women in the church and even outside the church, and then that woman go and abort that child. Their wife don't have to know now. So these females that's displaying themselves on social media and they get pregnant in the midst of their sinful acts, then they can easily abort that child. No consequences. Just get rid of that child. But they fail to realize that consequence will come later. So you will pay for it in this life and in the life to come. But I don't want to get off track. Many females use the excuse of, just in case I'm raped. What if the woman is raped? Or what if the girl is molested? The reason why many of these females are concerned about molestation and rape is because Human trafficking is now a big business. And you have so many females that's now also involved in human trafficking. They not only traffic themselves as sex traffickers, but they also, in many cases, traffic their children. We read articles all the time where male and female couples sell their children. They sex traffic their own kids. So to get rid of their mistakes, pregnancies that weren't intended, now they're gung-ho about having to abort it, because now if they're out there selling themselves and the John gets her pregnant, she can just go down and get an abortion. If that preacher that's cheating on his wife, that's committing adultery and fornication, gets one of his members pregnant, then they can go down and get an abortion. And if the woman that he sleep with is married, her husband don't have to know. That preacher would give her the money and she would go down and get the abortion, and her husband don't have to know anything. So this whole thing about Roe versus Wade, and these women are outraged because they want rights over their own body, to murder their own unborn children, solely because of the fact that they're hiding their secret sins. Last point I want to make. Also, the revelation came to me that many of these females that's gung-ho for aborting their unborn children are doing it because they may be involved in an incestual relationship. These females may be sleeping with their brothers. They may be sleeping with their fathers. They may be sleeping with their uncles and nephews or any member of their family. The same thing applies for dudes. When you got guys out there that's gung-ho about it's her body, we can't tell her to do with the body, but yet if she chooses to keep that child, now you're screaming and crying about child support and how you now can't see your child because she's now weaponizing those children. So also she's hiding the fact that she may be sleeping with a family member, and say her uncle or her father or her brother gets her pregnant. Now she can go and hide that secret sin by aborting that unborn child. That's the revelation. That's the real reason why so many females, I'm not saying all, but so many females are gung-ho about aborting their own unborn children. Forget protecting themselves. Forget using birth control to prevent themselves from getting pregnant. Just go out there, do what you want to do, sell your body, sleep with your own relatives, incest, or you may have relations with your own child, because I've heard so many females talk about how good their sons look or how good their brothers look. And they say it in a very lustful way. So if an accident occurs, you don't protect yourself using birth control, and your relative gets you pregnant, now you can legally, lawfully go and get an abortion. And your family don't have to know. HIPAA will protect you. Protect your information from getting out. So that's the revelation. That's the real reason why so many females are for abortions. So feedback and tell me what you think. Till next time.